This is the General Overseas Service of All India Radio. Namaskar. The News Snippets. Read by Maria Albina Michael. 11,86,203 patients have recovered from COVID-19 in the country till now. In the last 24 hours, 40,574 people were discharged. Recovery rate is now 65.77%, according to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. 3,81,027 tests were conducted for COVID-19 in the country in the past 24 hours. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Tamil Nadu Governor Banwarilal Purohit and Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yedurappa have tested positive for COVID-19. Home Minister is under treatment at a hospital in Gurugram. Senior cabinet ministers, state chief ministers and political leaders have wished the Home Minister a speedy recovery. Pune-based Serum Institute of India has got the nod for the Phase 2 and 3 clinical trials in India for Oxford University AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine. Government is committed to doubling the income of farmers by 2022. Minister of State for Agriculture Kailash Chaudhary said PM Kisan, ENAM have benefited farmers to a great extent. 87 countries have become members of the International Solar Alliance ISA. It was launched by India and France for rapid and massive deployment of solar energy. Foreign ministers of Iran and UAE held talks on a range of issues, including the COVID-19 pandemic. Both countries have rare exchanges at the ministerial level. Experts have warned that economies of many countries would flounder if COVID-19 cases don't come under controllable limits in the next couple of months. IPL 2020 would be held between 19 September and 10th November at different venues in the UAE. Indian government has given clearance to the BCCI to organize the tournament. And that is the end of the news snippets.
Namaskar, I'm Arunima Banerjee from SVIS, and today I'll be speaking on the festival of Raksha Bandhan. The festival of Raksha Bandhan is celebrated once every year in India during the months of monsoon. On this auspicious day, sisters tie a rakhi around the wrist of their brothers. The name Raksha Bandhan signifies the siblings' promise to protect each other at all costs. The festival traces its origin back to the Mughal dynasty. Folklores have it that when the widowed empress of Chittor, Rani Karnavati, sent a rakhi to the Mughal Emperor Humayun during the state of crisis, he immediately sent his army to Chittor in order to protect her from the attack of Bahadur Shah of Gujarat. Since then, this custom of tying a sacred thread around the wrist of one's sibling has been practiced in nearly all parts of India. It truly is a festival of high significance. With that, I would like to wish you all a happy Raksha Bandhan.
Raksha Bandhan is an auspicious Hindu festival which is celebrated all over today. It is one of the most revered festivals in India. This Hindu festival celebrates the special bond between brother and sister while tying the rakhi. This year, many may not be able to meet their siblings and other family members given the COVID-19 pandemic created crisis. Siblings may be away from each other due to the lockdown or social distancing norms. Nevertheless, Raksha Bandhan is celebrated all over, even if it is virtual. Raksha Bandhan is celebrated on the Shravana month during the full moon day or the Purnima day. One of the most popular stories of Raksha Bandhan in India is linked to the Mughal period, where there was a struggle between the Rajputs and the Mughals. Chittor's queen, Karnavati, saw crisis in her state. She sent a rakhi to the Mughal Emperor Humayun and sought help to protect her state against the attack of Bahadur Shah of Gujarat. Giving due respect to the threat that Karnavati had sent, Humayun immediately sent his army to Chittor to protect her. It is believed that Draupadi once tore a strip of her sari and tied it on Krishna's wrist. That stopped Krishna's bleeding from a battlefield wound. Krishna then declared her as his sister. In return, Lord Krishna protected Draupadi when she was abused by the Kauravas in front of the Pandavas, who had lost her in the gambling bet. Raksha Bandhan also finds its links to the birth of goddess Santoshi and the relationship goddess Lakshmi and King Bali shared among many other fables of similar nature. There is also a belief that Raksha Bandhan was even followed by Lord Yama, god of death, and his sister Yamuna, river. Yamuna tied Rakhi to Yama and bestowed immortality. Whatever be the stories or myths associated with the festival, it is celebrated with full fervor with a dash of modern trends. The importance of Rakhi is not limited to common people and their families. Even politicians consider this festival as an important tradition. Every year, thousands of Rakhis are sent to the President, Prime Minister, and prominent personalities across the country. And today we have for you many children celebrating Raksha Bandhan online with us.
Good morning everyone. My name is Meera Kapoor. India is a country of festivals. We will talk about all Raksha Bandhan. Sisters tie their brothers Rakhi. Brothers give their sisters gifts and they always protect their sisters. It's a symbol of love between brothers and sisters. It's celebrated in August. I have two brothers. I will miss them in Rakhi. Thank you.
It's indeed a beautiful day for all brothers and sisters on the festival of Raksha Bandhan being celebrated all over India. A dance by Mehar Juneja and Nirvan Juneja of the primary section of Sri Venkateshwara International School really shows it off.
चमकारों सी झिलमिल चांद सितारों सी चम 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 चमकारों सी भाई को हर साल बांधती बहना राखी बंधन हैप्पी रक्षा बंधन हैप्पी रक्षा बंधन हैप्पी रक्षा बंधन हैप्पी रक्षा बंधन
Wishing everybody a happy Raksha Bandhan, we have for you a dance performance by Tarush Gupta and his younger sister Hisha Gupta of the primary section of Sri Venkateshwara International School. And now we have for you a dance by Kabir Sharma and Kiara Sharma of primary class of Sri Venkateshwara International School.
भैया आपको पता है कि रक्षाबंधन आने वाला है? नहीं, मुझे तो नहीं पता। अब तो पता चल गया ना, चलो जल्दी से बताओ कि क्या गिफ्ट दोगे? गिफ्ट? लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, इस बार कोई गिफ्ट नहीं। कोई गिफ्ट नहीं? मुझे आपसे बात नहीं करनी। हा 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 हा, मेरी प्यारी बहन, क्या कभी मैं अपनी प्यारी बहन को कभी भूल सकता हूँ? मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था, मैं तो पहले ही ऑनलाइन गिफ्ट ऑर्डर कर लिया। मुझे आपसे बात नहीं करनी।
It's now something that we have from the Halla Bowl Theatre Club team of Sri Venkateshwara International School, a movie on Raksha Bandhan. a tribute to Corona warriors.
मम्मा, भाई का कॉल आ रहा है. He says he wants to talk to you.
है? अच्छा उसका फोन आया, ला दे मुझे.
हेलो. हाँ माँ, कैसी हो? क्या चल रहा है आजकल? और दवाइयाँ टाइम से ले रही हो अपनी?
हाँ करण बेटा, अरे तू मेरी छोड़, तू अपनी बता. खाना खाया या नहीं? जो मैंने काढ़ा बना के दिया था वो पिया या नहीं? फीवर तो नहीं हो रहा? खांसी तो नहीं हो रही? तू ये छोटू बता, तू कब आ रहा है? कल परसों राखी भी है, मैं तेरी बहन के साथ जाके राखी ले आऊंगी.
अरे भाई अब रुक भी जाओ. कितना बोलोगी बेचारे को, रिप्लाई तो करने दे नहीं रही हो. अब रुक जाओ.
ओ अच्छा जी, मैं बड़बड़ा रही हूँ, तुम्हें तो कुछ आता नहीं, चुप रहो.
मॉम, डैड, गाइस, भाई का कितने दिनों बाद कॉल आया है एंड ही इज ऑलरेडी वेरी स्ट्रेस्ड दीस डेज. अब शांति रखो दोनों. मम्मा, क्या कहा भाई ने? कल परसों तक आ जाएंगे ना?
अरे लाओ, इधर लाओ, मैं पूछता हूँ. हेलो. हाँ करण बेटा, बोलो.
पापा, आप ही मम्मी को समझाओ ना. मैं ऐसे पैंडेमिक के बीच में, जब पूरी दुनिया को डॉक्टर्स की ज़रूरत है, हमारे देश में इतने सारे पेशेंट्स हैं कोरोना के, इन सबको मेरी ज़रूरत है. इस हॉस्पिटल में भी हालात कुछ खास ठीक नहीं है.
अरे क्या हुआ, क्यों मुंह लटका के खड़े हो? क्या बोला उसने? हाँ
अरे बेटा, वो कह रहा है कि वो इस बार नहीं आ पाएगा. समझो तो सही.
क्या? अरे ऐसे कैसे नहीं आ पाएगा? रक्षाबंधन है, मजाक थोड़ी. ला मुझसे बात करा उसकी.
मम्मा,
हाँ ले बेटा, तू ही अपने भाई से बात कर, उसे कुछ समझा. दोनों के दोनों भाई बहन जिद्दी हो चुके हो बिल्कुल.
ऐसे टाइम में जब सब पूरी दुनिया को हमारी ज़रूरत है, इस टाइम में मैं अपनी खुशी के लिए, अपने त्योहार मनाने के लिए कैसे आ सकता हूँ?
ओ एलियन, सुन सुन, थम जा. मैं तुझे इस रक्षाबंधन घर पे बुला भी नहीं रही, क्योंकि मुझे ना पता है तू घर आया तो मेरा रक्षाबंधन तो अच्छा हो ही जाएगा, बट तेरे वहाँ रहने से पता नहीं कितने लोगों का रक्षाबंधन अच्छा हो जाए. तो वहीं रह, मैं नहीं बुला रही तुझे. अगर तू किसी गलत फहमी में है तो तुझे बता दूं कि मुझे कोई शौक नहीं है साल में एक दिन एक्स्ट्रा तेरी शक्ल देखने का. इनफैक्ट तूने तो हर रक्षाबंधन की तरह इस रक्षाबंधन पे भी अपनी फेवरेट चॉकलेट लानी होगी. चॉकलेट का बिल वो मेरे नाम पे, और मम्मी को कहना होगा कि अब मैं तो इसी के लिए लाया था, ये डार्क चॉकलेट नहीं खाती, इसमें इसकी गलती है ना. तो इस साल रहने दे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
तो चुड़ैल में दिमाग आ गया है आजकल.
हा, वेरी फनी राइट. अच्छा रख, आई टॉक टू यू लेटर. बाय.
चलो ठीक है, मैं बाद में बात करता हूँ. बाय बाय.
अरे ये क्या किया, देख लो, तुमने ही सिखाया है इन दोनों को. मेरी तो कोई बात ही नहीं सुनता घर में. मैं तुम्हारी कोई लगती भी हूँ या नहीं? मेरी तो कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है इस घर में. हाँ
अरे भाई समझो तो, उसकी ड्यूटी है.
Tony, so how was your Raksha Bandhan?
You know, I gifted my sister a brand new oversized dress.
Oh wow, I mean, Tiara must be very happy, नहीं?
तुमने क्या किया?
Well, I'm तो just wishing कि मुझे मेरे भाई की शक्ल दिख जाए.
Oh yeah, I forgot. तेरे तो भैया डॉक्टर भी है ना?
अच्छा, listen, I'll talk to you a little later. There's someone at my door.
Oh, okay, take care. Bye.
यार टोनी, बाय. हाँ जी भैया, थैंक यू. मम्मा, ये कुछ कोरियर आया है.
हाँ बता दो किसका कोरियर है.
पता नहीं, लिखा है for my dear चुड़ैल. क्या बात है एलियन, इस साल सही चॉकलेट, वो भी इयररिंग्स के साथ।
अच्छे लग रहे हैं।
ऑफ कोर्स, वो तो लगेंगे ही ना। पहने किसने?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, वेरी फनी है। I miss you.
But I don't.
अच्छा
हाँ
अच्छा।
हाँ। This Raksha Bandhan,
Let's celebrate for both.
From us and the ones who made it possible.
For many.
so directly
From us to yours.
A very, very happy
Raksha Bandhan.
You are with us on the General Overseas Service of All India Radio. We now bring you our commentary. National Education Policy 2020. It is scripted by Payal, educationist, and read by Kaushik Rai. Last week, the Union Cabinet approved the new National Education Policy NEP 2020, paving way for transformational reforms in school and higher education sector in the country. The Cabinet replaced the 34-year-old National Policy on Education and also renamed the Human Resource Development Ministry as Ministry of Education. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the National Education Policy 2020 would transform India into a knowledge hub. The draft stating changes in education system was published by Dr. K. Kasturirangan, former chairman Indian Space Research Organization, in December 2018. The new NEP expands mandatory schooling from the age group of 6 to 14 years to between 3 and 18 years. To help children achieve better learning outcomes, provision for energy-filled breakfast along with nutritious midday meal is extended to preschool children too. In a significant shift from the current 10+2 structure of school education, the NEP casts a 5+3+3+4 design corresponding to ages 3 to 8 foundational stage, 8 to 11 preparatory, 11 to 14 middle, and 14 to 18 secondary respectively. With an emphasis on early childhood care and education ECCE, the new system will have 12 years of schooling with 3 years of Anganwadi or preschooling, which has been considered globally as a crucial stage for development of mental faculties of children. The NEP 2020 states that students until at least class 5 should be taught in their mother tongue or regional language. No language will be imposed on any student. The policy clearly states that children learn and grasp non-trivial concepts more quickly in their home language. The NEP focuses on universalization of education from preschool to secondary level with 100% gross enrollment ratio GER by 2030. The NEP 2020 will bring back 2 crore out-of-school children into the mainstream through open schooling system. Along with this, NEP 2020 will add up 3.5 crore new seats in higher education. Class 10th and 12th board exams are to be made easier by reducing the syllabus to keep core essentials with thrust on experiential learning and critical thinking. The new policy also allows students to take board exams twice a year. A new accreditation framework and an independent authority will regulate both private as well as public schools, whereas Higher Education Commission of India (HECI) will regulate the entire higher education, excluding medical and legal education. Vocational education is set to begin from class 6, with internships and higher education curriculum will have flexibility of subjects. National Council for Teacher Education (NCTE) in consultation with NCERT will frame a new and comprehensive National Curriculum Framework for Teachers' Education by 2021. By 2035, the GER in higher education is to be raised by 50%. Under NEP 2020, there will be no rigid separation between academic streams, extracurricular or vocational streams. The NEP 2020 for tracking students' progress for achieving learning outcomes comes with a 360-degree holistic progress card. Under NEP, undergraduate students can exit after 1 year with a certificate, after 2 years with a diploma, and after 3 years with a bachelor's degree. All the UG, PG and PhD level courses will be interdisciplinary, though MPhil courses will be discontinued. Government will also set up an academic bank of credit to facilitate transfer of credits. By 2030, a 4-year integrated B.Ed degree will be the minimum degree qualification for teaching. At par with Indian Institutes of Technology and Indian Institutes of Management, multidisciplinary education and research universities MERUs are to be set up as models for best multidisciplinary education having global standards. Under NEP, National Research Foundation is to be established to foster a strong research culture. Also, a National Education Technology Forum is to be created for increased use of technology with equity. The NEP 2020 emphasizes upon gender inclusion, funding and special education zones for disadvantaged regions and groups. It also aims to increase public investment in the education sector to reach 6% of the GDP at the earliest from the current expenditure of 4.6%. Thus, the NEP 2020 aims to provide an inclusive, participatory and holistic approach to child education. The NEP on implementation would go a long way in transforming India's education system to meet the needs of the 21st century. That was today's commentary, National Education Policy 2020. It was scripted by Payal, an educationist, and read by Kaushik Rai. This broadcast came to you from the General Overseas Service of All India Radio.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachna, Vice Principal SKS Word School, Noida, and my today's topic is National Education Policy 2020. Much awaited, but now it seems an impressive wish list. With the education institutions closed from at least 4 months, the National Education Policy has come as fresh breath of air, and the education sector has welcomed the NEP, which will provide a new path to education system in India. Do you know the 500-page draft which was laid down last year finally trimmed and approved without a parliamentary debate? And it is going to replace the last one framed in 1986 and modified in 1992. This policy is of course a result of extensive consultation involving many stakeholders at grassroots level. This policy aims at building a globally viable education system rooted in Indian ethos. One amongst the many changes is the structure reform in school system from the existing 10+2 model to 5+3+3+4 design. So what does that mean? How will it impact the students? And what are the main elements proposed for the school education? New pedagogical and curricular structure of school education, which is 5+3+3+4, begins with the pre-primary, the first 3 years, where access to knowledge is free, safe and of high quality. Next, age 6 to 8 is for grade 1 and 2, that is called foundational stage. For grade 3 to 5, age group is 8 to 11, which is called primary stage, where emphasis will be on discovery and activity based and interactive classroom learning. And age 11 to 14 is set for grade 5 to 8, that is middle section or middle stage, where experiential learning in the science, maths, art, social science and humanities will be implemented. And then finally the secondary stage, that is grade 9 to 12, age 14 to 18, where the greater critical thinking, flexibility and students will have choices of subject like beginning with maths, and now all subjects will be offered at 2 level. It is preferred that medium of instructions will be mother tongue, local language or the regional language, and at least up to class 5. English to be optional up to class 8. And school exams, it will be held only at 3 levels, class 3, 5 and 8. And assessment will shift to a formative style, which encourages higher order thinking skills, critical thinking, conceptual clarity, etc. All students will be allowed to take board exam on up to 2 occasions during any given school year, one main examination and one for improvement if desired. And of course, reduction will be there in curriculum to core concept. A National Assessment Center, PARAK, Performance Assessment Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, will be set up as a standard setting body for all recognized school boards. And yes, there's the good news. Few days in an academic year will be bagless for the students, school students. Next is vocational program. It will be introduced from class 6. Here the challenge would be that vocational courses are designed by industry, not by the educationist. So it is going to be difficult, it is going to be a challenge, but a step initiated into a right direction. Now comes to the higher education. National Testing Agency will conduct a common college entrance exam twice a year, and this will be implemented from 2022 session. Bachelor degree will be of 4 years with the exit option. Now exit options, what the exit options are, it is again a very good news, that certificate after completion of 1 year in any of the discipline, diploma after 2 years, bachelor degree after 3-year program and 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor program. And midterm dropout, there's a news for them also, will be given the option to complete the degree after a break also. Bachelor programs will be multidisciplinary in nature and there will be no rigid separation between art and science. And MPhil degree will be discontinued. By 2040, all higher education institutions like IIT will become multidisciplinary. There will be a greater inclusion of art and humanities subject for science student and vice versa. So the system of affiliated college will be phased out in 15 years and college will be given greater autonomy and power to grant degree. Although the challenge will be to match the ambition behind in National Education Policy 2020 with implementation and resources. But it repeatedly ensured that emphasis will be on outcome, not the input. So the ground is set to bring the radical change in education system, as improving education is extremely important and it is a backbone of nation. We hope NEP will transform millions of lives by making India a knowledge hub. Thank you so much.